How's it going, guys? Viperelite here, and today I'm bringing you a video about the real life background story of the Reise. So basically it's this thing called glocke, and it was a top secret Nazi scientist project which, yeah, the Nazis were definitely ahead of that time because they invented this bell-shaped thing, hence its name glocke, and it was an anti-gravitational device. I'll go into a bit further detail a bit later on, but first of all I'll bring you up a comparison of it. So basically I couldn't find a very good picture of teleporters on Black Ops or World at War, so you'll probably have to think of it yourself. As you can see here, they look pretty much the same textures and everything. As you see, it's in Europe, border Poland and Czech Republic. Just wait for it to zoom in a bit. Sorry about this slow zooming in. There you go, there it is. So basically here it is close up, bit of Google Maps here, and it's sort of this test rig. This is a test rig for this anti-gravitational device thing. The bell was tied down to those columns, and it was by 3 chains, so it wouldn't go everywhere, and also it'd stay secret still. But as you can see, the area around it's very concreted. It's like it's sort of being demolished as such. Some people say the place was bombed by Allied forces near the end of the war, but also some people say it was blown up by Germans because they didn't want information falling into the wrong hands. Well, that still leaves us with the question, why is this here? That's my little Cuban voice, what is it? Castro. So yeah, basically they were probably on their way to demolishing it, but then the Russians or English were in the area, so to avoid suspicion they just left it, leaving a tower like this there, which wouldn't be that obvious. As you can see on the left there's some destroyed buildings. There's actually quite a few on that row. That could be where the actual glocke like making of the stuff was, and everything, just a close by base to the test rig, so they could easily strap it up, see what's wrong with it, and then take it back in and fix it and do any more improvements. Now the moment you've all been waiting for is, how did it work? Basically there were 2 cylinders of Xerum 525, and they rotated about 60,000 RPM. This would cause sort of a rip in space and time, which would then sort of make, I think, gravity wouldn't be able to affect the area as such, because literally nothing's there, and then that means it would float, giving it floating capabilities. But it did take a hell of a lot of energy. As you know, the teleporters, they're basically based on glocke, and they have loads of electric wires going into it. This substance is thought to be red mercury, but it gave out high levels of radiation, which led to the deaths of quite a few unnamed scientists. And they also tested it on like dogs and plants, and after a couple of hours exposure they turned into some kind of black goo. Other people say it's sort of like a time machine because it had a concave mirror in the top of it inside, and basically when the thing spun around it would rip time, so it would project an image. They couldn't interact with it, but it would project images, or sort of basically like a movie of the past, but they wouldn't be able to touch or interfere with the past at all, just only view events and stuff. What I think could have happened is the more they spun it, the more time it would be ripping up, so the further back in time they went. That's only the brief background of the story, but if you want more, just go on Google and type in glocke, and you'll find lots of pages about it. Now it's time for the end of the videos. Please can you comment, rate and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you.